Here we are down at Red Hill tonight, up in Red Hill tonight as the Mount Carmel Golden Aces take on the Red Hill Salukis in what used to be an LIC matchup. Red Hill now left the LIC. They're non-conference they're not non-conference anymore in basketball. I'll have to see what conference they are in as they've moved around. They're Black Diamond in football. They're in the Little Oka Valley Conference. Them and Duggar Union, OPH. A lot of schools that are up north and a lot smaller than Mount Carmel as this squad comes in 14-15, had their senior night tonight, had those proceedings, and this should be a good one. These two teams played earlier this year as Mount Carmel got the win in that one at the Capital Classic. It was a 73-65 win for the Aces as Mount Carmel just played a great game through and through, and they're expecting to play a great game again here tonight to upset the Red Hill Salukis on their senior night. Mount Carmel comes into this one at 500, 14-14 after just getting the best of Grayville down in Grayville, as wasn't as big of a win as they were hoping for, but it was a win nonetheless, and they're feeling good with their 3-game winning streak. They got Paris, Evansville Christian, and then Grayville once again, and the Aces have just been rolling offensively. They've been playing a lot better offense as of recent. They've been moving the ball, and then they continue this great defense that they've played all year where they just continue to move like they're all connected by a string, and they just play such a sound defense, all working together. Offensively for the Aces, it's going to have to be Shane Metter tonight. He's going to have to do some very important stuff for the Aces as we're up here in the coach's pregame show that's brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing. Next time you need a tow, call Glenn's Auto Service and Towing. But once again, Shane Metter is going to have a huge game tonight as this Red Hill squad is a very guard-oriented team. They're led by Ozzie Ash. He's a senior for them. He wears number 2. He's a very great scorer. Pretty sure he's the all-time leading scorer in Red Hill history. They've also got Avery Arbuckle, who's a great shooter from outside. They're going to have to slow him down. Then Elijah Stitt, I'm pretty sure, is a good shooter for a big man. He's going to be able to work it outside and make it really difficult on the Aces to really be able to pack in the paint, as they've got a lot of guys that can shoot the ball very well. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some more coaches pregame action here from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Fall in love with your Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 up to $8,700 off, or a 2025 Bronco with up to $5,000 off. Love your new Ford. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn.
Here we are back once again with some more some more Glenn's Auto Service and Towing pregame show action, as we're just going to continue to look into this big matchup for Mount Carmel, as I think it's really just boils down to Ozzie Ash and Shane Metter. Shane Metter and Ozzy Ash are two of the premier guards in the area. They're two of the guards that I think people really have to key on to take away. Shane hit his 1,000th earlier this year. I think he's going to really try to work towards getting that 1,500 mark really by midway next year. So he's an amazing scorer when he's rolling offensively. The Aces are rolling offensively. It's got to be Owen Blake getting some action early for the Aces. He's got to knock down a couple threes to go against Arbuckle. Then it's got to be Elliot Akery getting downhill, doing the intangible things that makes him so great for this Aces squad. Then off the bench, it's Elias Knapp. Then Rhett Andrews also has to have a huge night on the board, as I think he is probably the biggest X factor tonight, as it doesn't look like Red Hill really has a big that's going to battle down low with him for those rebounds. And we just look a little bit further into it on this guard thing. I think that the Aces are really going to have to try to match him up man to man. And if they try to drop back into a zone, I think they're going to get shot out of that very quickly. On the other hand, I think Red Hill's best bet is to run some sort of 1-2-2, maybe a 2-3, and just try to make the Aces shoot from outside, try to pack in the paint, make it hard for them to get downhill. But that's going to conclude our Coach's Pregame Show, once again brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing. Next time you need a tow, call Glenn's Auto Service and Towing. I can't remember the phone number off the top of my head, but we're going to be back in 90 seconds after the national anthem. So for the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel Basketball.
You're going to love the great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get 0% financing and $7,000 off Ram 1500s or lease a Pacifica for $399 a month. See the deals at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. President's Day savings are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new Jeep Compass for only $379 a month, or lease a 2026 Wrangler for $359 a month. Save a bunch of Benjamins and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4 foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the.
Here we are back. We're getting into the starting lineups, brought to you by H.D. White, founders of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White and his wife, Helen. We're going to start out with the Mount Carmel Golden Aces. It's going to remain the same lineup that's got it done for them in this latter half of the season. It's going to be Shane Metter, Wade Keepis, Elliot Akery, Rhett Andrews, and Owen Blake. Once again, Wade Keepis, great defensive guard. He's probably going to play a huge part in this Aces man-to-man. Then, of course, Shane Metter, who, once again, really is the motor that makes his team run. Then Elliot Akery, who really a lot relies on him when it comes to just the intangibles. He gets so many rebounds for a guard, does a lot of stuff huge for the Aces. Then Owen Blake, who's the wing, who when he's rolling, the Aces are rolling. Then Rhett Andrews, who's going to get a lot done down low. He does a great job of contesting shots, altering shots, and makes it hard for the other team to score. Then we're going to go over to the Red Hill squad. They shut the lights out for the starting lineups here, as it's probably going to be their 5 seniors, as, like I mentioned earlier, senior night here at Red Hill. One guard, it's Avery Arbuckle, number 4. Another guard, number 2, it's Ozzy Ash. Another guard, number 20, that is Easton Dowdy. Nope, never mind. That's Brody Waddles. Sorry, number 23. Then number 35 is Elijah Stitt. Then number 22 is Abram Clark. So an all-senior starting lineup for the Red Hill Salukis is, once again, it is their senior night. They're planning to get a big win on senior night here against former conference foe in the Mount Carmel Aces. We're just a couple seconds away from tip-off as we're down here on the court at Red Hill. Might be dangerous for me as I might say a few things down here that I'm not supposed to. Maybe arguing with an official, getting some, reminiscence of my old days of arguing with officials, but I'm going to try not to and make this stream a lot easier for everybody to watch. As in the center circle, looks like it's going to be Ozzie Ash and Rhett Andrews. And obviously it's going to be Rhett Andrews who has the advantages. Salukis are in their home whites. They've got blue letters and blue numerals with red and blue trim, and from where we're at, they're going to go away from us to start. Aces are going to come towards us. They're in their away maroons as they have white lettering and gold numerals. We're getting set for tip-off as it's going to be basketball time here in Red Hill in the Junkyard. Red Andrews wins the tip. Never mind, it somehow lands in the hands of Brody Waddles. He throws it back over the lines into the hands of Abraham Clark. It's going to go back the way of the Aces now after a weird start to this ball game. 7:55 on the clock as we're just getting underway. Shane Metter set to bring it up for the Aces. Salukis in a man-to-man. Metter brings it up the middle, hands it off to Acree on the right wing. Acree gets it to a cunning Andrews. He goes up through contact, no good. Rebound down, Shane Metter. Kicked out to Blake for three. No good. Rebound down to Arbuckle. He's going to push it up the floor. Avery Arbuckle has it in his right hand, pushing up the floor, hands it off to Ash. Ash looks at three, doesn't take it, pulls it back out. He's going to work it around. Now on the right wing, he has Acree on him. Skips it over to Waddles. Waddles to Arbuckle. Arbuckle over to Clark. Clark back over to Arbuckle. He's going to drive left, stops, goes up, puts it in. That's going to be the first two of the night. 2-0 Salukis in front of the Aces. Keepus crosses half court. He's going to get it off to Acree. Acree hands it off to Metter, looks at three, doesn't take it, gets inside, gets it to a cutting Blake, goes up through contact, can't make that one. Ball's on the ground. Clark hands it off to Arbuckle. Arbuckle up to Ash as it's back over to Arbuckle. He has it on the left wing, gets it over to Waddles. Ash back over to Arbuckle on the right wing. He gets it down to Clark. Never mind, back into his hands as he's going to drive in on Metter. Tries to hand it back off to Clark. That ball stripped. Somehow lands in the hands of Ash outside. He puts up the tough mid-range. That's no good. Out of bounds. Going to go back the way of the Aces as Stitt almost had that board. It's 2-0. 6.5 minutes left in the first as the Aces are down by 2. Metter brings it up the floor. Metter gets it over to Blake. Blake tries to get it down to Andrews. Back over to Blake. He does. Blake drives in, gets fouled. It's going to be Ace's ball on the baseline. Looked like Blake was heading up with it as they called it, but they're going to say it was on the ground. It didn't count. His own Blake's going to throw the ball in bounds. Gets it into a post-up Acree. He goes up through contact. No good. Red Andrews pulls down the board out to Metter on the left wing. Kicks it over to Blake. Blake, shot fake, goes all the way in. Goes up and around Clark. Owen Blake with the tough finish. We're tied up at 2. 6 minutes left in the first as Arbuckle crosses the timeline. Over to Waddles. Waddles hands it off to Ash as he drives in, goes up over Blake. That's a tough finish for Ozzie Ash. 4-2, Salukis in front. Shane Metter on the left wing. Metter gets the high ball screen from Andrews, drives in, picks up his own dribble after losing it, gets it back down to Andrews for the layup. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to have a trip to the line for one, Rhett Andrews. Rhett Andrews will make the first trip to the line of anybody tonight. Puts the first of one free throw up and misses that one. Arbuckle pulls down the rebound, gets it up to Ash. Ash with a tough move, gets down low, crosses back over, takes it to the rim, goes up over Acree. No call, as there could have been a charge, and he has all 6 for the Salukis. Aces got to take him away quick. Wade Keepus bringing it up the floor. Hands it off to Metter at the Saluki logo. Metter gets a high ball screen from Andrews. Drives in, gets it out to Acree. Back over to Keepus on the left wing. He drives in, pulls it out over to Metter for 3. Bang! Shane Metter knocks in the 3. It is 7-4. Aces are in front by 1. Ash over to Stitt in the corner. Stitt gets it up to Walters. He drives in, hands it back off to Ozzie Ash. That's the man you don't want the ball in his hands. Ash dribbling around. Gets switched on two by Keepus. Back over to Waddles. Waddles dribbling around, hands it off to Stitt for a deep 3. That's no good. Rebound down, Shane Metter. Metter over to Blake. Blake looks like he's going to drive in, kicks it off to Acree. Now over to Metter. Shane Metter has it out top. He's at the Salukis logo, hands it off to Wade Keepus. He gets a cutting Rhett Andrews, goes up and in. Rhett Andrews has 4 now. It is 9-6 as the first Country Financial Agent T.M. Morgan timeout is called as the Aces lead 9-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Get ready for Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic. Experience an evening of amazement and wonder as you dazzle in magic and illusions live with world-class magician Jason Hootie. With a show featuring grand illusions, comedic audience participation, incredible sleight of hand, and much more. Get your tickets now and prepare to be amazed with Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over there.
Here we are back from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth as the Tim Phillips, the Jane Investment scoreboard reads 9-6. Aces are in front by 3. As it's going to be Avery Arbuckle to bring the ball up for the Aces. He gets it off to Ash on the left wing. He's guarded by Blake. Ash gets it over to freshly checked in Marcus Davis. Over to Ash. Ash drives in, cuts through. He's going to be fouled on the jump through. As Elias Knapp now set to check in for the Aces. We got another player checked in. That's number 5. I missed him. That's Braden Carey. As they throw this one into Ash. Ash looks at 3, doesn't take it, has Knapp on him, trying to do work, puts up the 3. That's no good. Rebound down to Owen Blake. Blake gets it off to Shane Metter. Metter pushing the ball up the floor. Gets it over to Keepus on the left side. Keepus throws a skip to Acree. Acree drives in, stops, back out to Blake. Now to Keepus. Keepus gets fouled on his way in. It should be on the jumper, but they're going to call it on the floor. Owen Blake now set to throw the ball in here for the Aces. Blake throws it into Metter. Metter back to Keepus. He's going to drive down low, puts up the floater over everybody, misses that. Ozzie Ash pulls down the board. He's going to push it up the floor quick. Stopped by Metter, puts up the mid-range. That is cash for Ozzie Ash. It is 9 Aces, 8 Ozzie Ash, as he's done all the damage for the Salukis so far. Metter hands it off to Wade Keepus. Keepus off to Acree. Acree gets it to a cutting Knapp. He goes up and is blocked by number 14 as it's handoff. He hands it back off to Carey. Carey back down to Scott. Scott puts it up. No good. Rebound down Elias Knapp. Now it's Shane pushing up the floor. He gets it off to Elliot Acree. Acree's going to get called. Never mind. They're going to call Avery Arbuckle on the block. I was nervous they were going to try to get Elliot Acree for a charge there. We're just about 6 minutes and 6 seconds into this game as Owen Blake throws it into Shane Metter. Metter throws it to Blake off the inbound, now back out to Acree. Blake skips it to Shane Metter, looks at 3, doesn't take it, relocates for 3 after the shot fake. No good, rebound down Ozzie Ash. This is who you got to stop. Aces should just send a double now. It's Avery Arbuckle out at the Salukis logo. He gets it off to Carey. Carey to Ash on the left wing. He's going to get a high ball screen from Scott. Drives in, goes up, no good. Rebound down, Owen Blake. He hands it off to Metter on the right side. Metter going to take it all the way in through Scott. They're going to call a block on Marcus Davis. Sorry, that's not Scott. It is Marcus Davis. That's who number 14 is. A mess up on the rosters here at Red Hill tonight, so I don't actually have a schedule. I'm trying to go off of Max Preps on my phone, and I'll get reading one name, and it'll end up being the wrong name. So sorry if I have anything go a little weird tonight. Is Shane Metter puts up the free throw. That's good for Shane Metter, 10-8. Aces are in front by 2 here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Second of 2 is up. That's in for Shane Metter, 11-8. Aces in front by 3. As number 35, Elijah Stitt, checks in for 23. That's Brody Waddles. Avery Arbuckle now to bring the ball up the floor for the Salukis. Aces look to be in a 2-3. I think it's just the way they're set up. No, I think they're in a 2-3. As Stitt gets it down to Ash. Ash with Knapp on him, clears it out to Arbuckle for 3. No good. Rebound down. Elias Knapp gets it over to Elliot Acree. Acree back to Metter. Metter on the right wing. Back over to Elliot Acree. Now to Metter. Shane dribbling around. Gets it down to Elliot Acree. He tries to force one down to Elias Knapp. That was Marcus Davis with the takeaway. Now Ash puts up the mid-range. He finally misses one as Owen Blake grabs the board. Now Keepus pushing across. We got 90 seconds left in the first. Shane Metter gets it to Acree in the corner. He drives in, gets that one tipped. Now back out to Wade Keepus. Metter drives in, goes up over Marcus Davis. Misses that one as Ash pulls down the rebound. Ozzie Ash with it outside. Hands it off to Avery Arbuckle, now over to Braden Carey. Arbuckle back to Carey on the left wing. Now it's Matt Davis in the corner. Arbuckle gets it to Ash. Now Stitt for 3. No good. Rebound down to Elliot Acree. Now up to Metter. Metter going to push the ball up the floor, going right at Arbuckle. Goes up and around and one. Shane Metter, they don't call it as it's 13-8. Aces are in front. 13-8, they're going to call a flop on Shane Metter. They called a flopping call on Shane Metter. That rule is so weird now as it's Avery Arbuckle bringing it up. He hits the Saluki logo. So he gets it over to Stitt, now over to Ozzie Ash. Ash gets it off to Marcus Davis. Davis outside, top of the key. Trying to find somebody, gets it over to Stitt. Now Ash in the corner for 3. That's cash for Ozzie Ash. It is 13 aces, 11 Ozzie Ash. He has 11 all in the first quarter. Nobody else for the Red Hill Salukis has scored. 11 seconds. Shane Metter out top. Hands it off to Elliot Acree. Gonna run the ball screen play as it's Wade Keepus. Looks at a 3, doesn't take it, drives all the way in, puts up the easy layup. We head into the second quarter with a Tim Phelps and Jane Investment scoreboard that reads 15-11. Aces in front by 4. We'll be back in a minute from the Wabash Valley Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
Here we are back as the Tim Phillips and Jane Vestman scoreboard reads 15-11. Aces are in front by 4 as we're heading back the way of Mount Carmel. They have a chance to score 2 straight as the possession arrow just fell in favor of the Aces. Metter gets it into Wade Keepus. On the floor for the Aces, it's Elliot Akery, Wade Keepus, Owen Blake, Shane Metter, and Elias Knapp. As Knapp has it down low, goes up through contact, finishes that one 17-11. Aces are in front by 6 over the Red Hill Salukis. Braden Carey crosses the timeline, gets it over to Davis. It's now Stitt in the corner. Stitt guarded closely by Akery. So he gets it out to Avery Arbuckle. Arbuckle skips to Ash. Ash looks at 3, doesn't take it. Now back out to Braden Carey. It's now Marcus Davis over to Braden Carey. Braden Carey to Stitt, now to Arbuckle. Arbuckle hands it off to a flashing Ozzie Ash. Never mind. He just continues to dribble around, almost gets stripped by Shane Metter. They're going to call Shane Metter on the block. That should be his first foul, first team foul of the quarter. As it's Marcus Davis, hands it in to Ozzie Ash. Now it's Arbuckle at the Salukis logo. Arbuckle gets it down to Scott Davis as it's Stitt out. Stitt drives in, tries to get it to a cunning Arbuckle. He spins, he travels, going to go back the way of the Aces. It's going to be Shane Metter now, bringing it up the floor for the Aces. It's 17-11, 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter. So he gets a high ball screen from Knapp, now over to Akery, now to Keepus. Keepus drives in, kicks it out to Owen Blake for 3. That one falls in for Owen Blake, 20-11. Aces are in front by 9 with their biggest lead of the ball game. We have 6.5 minutes left in the first as it's Marcus Davis outside over to Carey. Now Stitt on the wing. Stitt gets it over to Ozzie Ash. He drives in on Blake, takes it all the way in. He's fouled by Owen Blake. I think so at least, or it was Wade Keepus. They call Wade Keepus for the foul on the arm. Ash puts up the first of 2. That one's in for Ozzie Ash. Ozzie Ash sets up for the second. Knocks that one in 2. We're now 20 Aces, 13 Ozzie Ash. Is still nobody else has scored for the Salukis. Shane Metter gets it over to Wade Keepus. Now Owen Blake in the corner. He gets it to Elliot Akery. Akery, one dribble, puts up the floater. He's fouled by Braden Carey. They're calling on the shot. Elliot Akery's going to get a trip to the line for 2. Akery knocks in the first of 2. It's 21-13. Aces in front now by 8. Knocks in the second of 2, 21-13. Aces back in, 22-13. Aces back in front by 9. Arbuckle over to Marcus Davis. And now it's Carey. He gets it to a cunning Ash. He puts up the mid-range. Ozzie Ash now has 15, all 15 for the Salukis. It's 22-15. Shane Metter bring the ball up the floor. Gets it off to Akery. Now over to Keepus on the right wing. Keepus back to Akery down low. Now it's Knapp, hands it off to Akery. He takes one dribble in, puts in the floater. It's now 24-15 as Wade Keepus gets the steal on the inbound. Out to Shane Metter for 3. Docks that one in. It is 27-15. Aces are in front by 12 as Avery Arbuckle brings it up. We're going to get a full Country Financial Agent TM Morgan timeout as we head into a 1-minute break from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smokin' Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school, and today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs and to take a couple different classes, and I really expanded on my interests. In my classes, I learned what I liked and I learned what I didn't like. So I did get to meet new friends. I joined a bunch of clubs, practiced some leadership skills, and kind of gradually grew into adulthood here, and so I'm very grateful for that. My name is Jonathan Leach. I graduated in 2013 from Wabash Valley College, and that's why this was the best decision for me.
Elias Knapp set to take a break for the Aces as a Tim Phillips and Jane Vestman scoreboard reads 27-15 with 5.5 minutes left in this second quarter. It's Acree, Andrews, Keepus, Metter, and Blake on the floor for the Aces as Ozzie Ash has it on the left wing. He has all 15 for the Salukis. It's Waddles now over to Arbuckle, back up to Waddles. He has it over to Ash. Ash looks at a jumper, doesn't take it. Gets it down low. Back out to Ash on the left wing. That was Clark down low. As Ash dribbles down, looks at the mid-range, doesn't take it, gets it back out to Clark. Clark down to Scott, now out to Arbuckle for three. He misses that one. Ozzie Ash pulls down the rebound, and he's going to go up through a crowd of Aces. He travels before anything. We're going to go back the way of Mount Carmel. As Shane Metter bring the ball for the Aces. Metter out to Keepus. Down to Andrews. He goes up and he has 6 now. It is 29-15. Aces getting close to doubling up the Salukis as they're getting hot at the right time right before regionals. As it is Ozzie Ash on the left side, now down to Davis. Davis over to Waddles. Now over to Arbuckle. Arbuckle drives in. Kicks it out to Davis, never mind, just hands it off. Davis trying to get down low as he goes up through contact, and he is now the first Saluki to score outside of Ozzie Ash, as it's now 29-17 as Marcus Davis is going to take a trip to the line for one. Davis puts it up. It's 29-18. Leads back down to 11 for the Aces as Shane Metter is set to bring it up the floor. Metter off to Elliott Acree. Hand off back to Metter for three. No good. Rebound down Marcus Davis. He's going to bring it up the floor for the Salukis over to Arbuckle. Arbuckle drives in, stops, tries to force it down to Waddles. Lands in the hands of Red Andrews. They're going to call a foul on Abraham Clark. Wade Keepus now. Over to Metter. He's going to bring it up the floor. Going to take it all the way downhill. Goes up through a bunch of Salukis. No foul calls. Ash is going to bring it up the floor. Ash stops, pops from the mid-range. That's in for Ozzie Ash. We're back to a single-digit game, 29-20. Ozzie Ash has 17 of those 20. Blake brings it up. Gets it off to Keepus on the left wing. They throw the skip to Owen Blake. He tries to get it back in as he's heading out of bounds. Ozzie Ash. Good drive down low. They foul him quickly. Looks like they're going to try to bargain for an intentional foul on Wade Keepus. They call an intentional foul on Wade Keepus. That'll be Keepus' second. Ozzie Ash now is taking a trip to the line. Ash misses the first of 2 free throws. As Elias Knapp checks in for Wade Keepus. Ash knocks in the second of 2. It's now 29-21. Ozzie Ash has 18 of those 21. We can't continue to talk that how important it is going to be for the Aces to slow him down later as we continue to get further down in this ball game. As Davis just gets it into Ash quick, they're going to get him the ball as often as possible. As he drives in, puts up the really tough mid-range, and oh my gosh, he scores another tough mid-range, 29-23. He's now hit the 20-point mark. Is Shane Metter now brings up the floor, gets it down to Elliot Acree. Now Elias Knapp. Knapp goes up. He's fouled by Marcus Davis and one Elias Knapp. Knapp puts that one up and in. It's now 32-23. Aces back up by 9. Avery Arbuckle bringing up the floor. Gets over to Waddles. Now back to Arbuckle. It's Ash with the ball in his hand for 3. Oh my gosh, he cashes another one in. 32-26. Ozzie Ash has 23. He might go for 50. Metter gets it off to Owen Blake. Blake now over to Elias Knapp, back over to Elliot Acree. Red Andrews looking for a cutting Knapp. As he hands it off to Shane Metter. Metter drives in, trying to find somebody cutting, back out to Elliot Acree. It's tipped out of bounds by the Salukis. He's going to stay here with the Aces. Shane Metter now to throw it in for the Aces. Gets it into Elliot Acree. Back over to Metter on the right wing. Metter over to Elliot Acree. Acree throws it down to Knapp. Knapp dribbles out, back out to Acree. Now over to Metter for a wide open 3. That's cash for Shane Metter. It is 35-29. The Aces and Salukis are trading blows with 1:50 left in this first half. It's Avery Arbuckle now to Ozzie Ash. Ash back up to Arbuckle, now over to Waddles. Waddles back to Arbuckle at the top of the key. Force it down to Marcus Davis for a jump shot. That's no good. Rebound down. Owen Blake. He gets it over to Elliot Acree. Acree pushes it up now to Red Andrews for a wide open layup. 37-26 as we just passed 90 seconds. Avery Arbuckle over to Waddles. Now back over to Arbuckle. Marcus Davis now back up to Waddles to Arbuckle for a deep 3. He finally gets one to fall. It's 37-29. It's a barn burner here in Red Hill as Shane Metter now brings it up for the Aces. Metter over to Elias Knapp. Now back over to Elliot Acree, back to Shane Metter at the right wing. Shane Metter over to Owen Blake, now up to Red Andrews on the left wing. Elias Knapp at the Salukis logo. That's tipped out of bounds. It's going to go back the way of the Salukis. They say it was off Owen Blake. Now checking in is going to be Elijah Stitt for the Salukis. Also checking in is going to be Braden Carey, as Marcus Davis and Waddles are going to take a trip to the bench as Avery Arbuckle is set to bring it up for the Salukis. Arbuckle hands it off to Stitt. Now to Carey. Now over to freshly checked in number 3. Don't quite have a name on him yet. It's back out to Stitt. Now Carey. That is Colby Crutchfield. Crutchfield now over to Carey. Carey skips it over to Arbuckle. Now to a cutting Carey. Gets it out to Stitt. They're called travel on Stitt. It's going to go back the way of the Aces with 20 seconds left in this first half. Aces are ahead by 8 points, looking to get it back to double figures with a quick bucket. as Keepus checks in for Rhett Andrews. Wade Keepus gonna set it up for the Aces. We're to 14 seconds. Keepus gets the screen from Shane Metter. Throws the skip down to Shane Metter for a three. He's fouled. They call a travel on Shane Metter. Aces have got to get up, find Ozzie Ash quickly. He is the last person you want touching the ball, as it is Marcus Davis checking in and Elijah Stitt. Arbuckle gets it in. He brings it up the floor, drives in, stops, steps back, might have traveled, knocks in the bucket. 37-31 as we head to halftime. Aces are only ahead by 6 as we're going to be back with the Keep It Funeral Home halftime show here in 5 minutes.
My name is Alexis Johnson. I'm from Brookston, Indiana, and I'm in the Physical Therapy Assistant Program at Wabash Valley College. Some of the hands-on activities we have in Physical Therapy Assistant Program is we work on each other, getting that practice in the school setting, and then we also go to clinicals. We go out and work on actual patients with actual employees and just getting hands-on with your patients. After graduating, I plan on going back to my community, working in a hospital setting, maybe a nursing home, and just helping those people around me.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I've always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on.
President's Day savings are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new Jeep Compass for only $379 a month, or lease a 2026 Wrangler for $359 a month. Save a bunch of Benjamins and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th footlong free.
4 footlongs free. Fix my fibula later.
4 footlongs free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th footlongs free! Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank!
4 footlongs free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th footlong free.
Get ready for Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic. Experience an evening of amazement and wonder as you dazzle in magic and illusions live with world-class magician Jason Hootie. with a show featuring grand illusions, comedic audience participation, incredible sleight of hand, and much more. Get your tickets now and prepare to be amazed with Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills.
Here we are back with the coaches' halftime show that's brought to you by Keepus Funeral Home. They are located on 1500 North Cherry Street. The Aces lead this one by only 6. They had it all the way up to right about a 13-ish point lead there for just a minute in the first, towards the end of that first quarter, start of that second quarter, as Red Hill just came storming back offensively and was able to knock in a couple crucial buckets. A lot of that has been Ozzie Ash. He has, I'm pretty sure, 23 of their 31 points. They have 9 points outside of Ozzie Ash right now, and I think that might be an overstatement because I really only remember Marcus Davis and Avery Arbuckle scoring for him. I don't remember anybody else, so he might have 26. Or what would that be? Sorry, math is not math. I think he might have 25. So it's going to all start defensively. They got to take away Ozzie Ash. If they want to pull away, they got to start slowing him down. And if you're Red Hill, you're just saying, Ozzie, go score the ball. You're our best offense. Is just giving you the ball and getting the heck out of the way. So look for the Salukis to continue to feed him the ball, and then look for the Aces to try to figure something out. They might throw a scheme defense at him, and we'll box him one or something, make everybody else on the floor beat him. But I feel like Red Hill has enough around Ozzie Ash. It's not like you can't just throw a box of one and say, hey, everybody else needs to beat us. So we'll see what the Aces do. Aces just need to continue what they're doing, though, on offense. They have ran their offense perfectly. They have shot the ball well. They've been getting inside, and then when they are taking three-pointers, they're open three-pointers. They're not contested. They're not forced. They're getting to the rim first and then scoring outside after that. So that'll probably conclude our Keepus Funeral Home halftime show. We'll be back in just 3 minutes from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. You can take the opportunity to add additional weather stripping to your doors and to your windows, use of caulk to try to seal up some of those cracks where the wind comes in. And one thing that people oftentimes overlook is setting your fans to run in a clockwise rotation. Summertime, they should go counterclockwise, wintertime clockwise, and that helps move the heat around your home more efficiently.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf? Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school, and today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs and to take a couple different classes, and I really expanded on my interests. In my classes, I learned what I liked and I learned what I didn't like. So I did get to meet new friends. I joined a bunch of clubs, practiced some leadership skills, and kind of gradually grew into adulthood here, and so I'm very grateful for that. My name is Jonathan Leach. I graduated in 2013 from Wabash Valley College, and that's why this was the best decision for me.
My name is Alexis Johnson. I'm from Brookston, Indiana, and I'm in the physical therapy assistant program at Wabash Valley College. Some of the hands-on activities we have in the physical therapy assistant program is we work on each other, getting that practice in the school setting, and then we also go to clinicals. We go out and work on actual patients with actual employees and just getting hands-on with your patients. After graduating, I plan on going back to my community, working in a hospital setting, maybe a nursing home, and just helping those people around me.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
On the floor, here we are as the Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 37-31 as we start the second half. It's going to be Red Hill Salukis ball heading this way as it's Braden Carey at Avery Arbuckle, Elijah Stitt, Ozzie Ash, and it looks like Marcus Davis on the floor for the Salukis. On the floor for the Aces is going to be the starters as Ash has it on the left side. He gets it stripped quickly by Wade Keepis. He's going to push it up the middle of the floor, gets it over to Shane Metter. Metter on the left wing, now over to Blake. Now back to Keepis. Keepis has it on the left wing, gets a high ball screen from Metter. Looks like Metter is going to be the one to inbound it here for the Aces. He just clears it out to Owen Blake. He's going to set up the offense now for the Aces. It's now Shane Metter outside. He's going to take it all the way in on Carey. Spins, goes up over Carey. Misses that one off back rim. Avery Arbuckle pulls down the board. He throws up to Braden Carey. He drives in, goes up over the rim, misses that one. It's going to be Wade Keepis now. He tries to force one up to Owen Blake. That's taken away. Now Ozzie Ash in transition. He's going to go up, misses that. He's going to have a trip to line for two as Wade Keepis picks up his third foul. Never mind, they're going to call that one on Shane Metter. Ash knocks in that one. His 37-32 lead is now down to 5 for the Aces. As Ash puts that one up and in, knocks in the second of 2 free throws. 37-32. Aces only in front by 5 now. Shane Metter gets the back door, goes up, gets blocked by Marcus Davis, and he's going to take a trip to the line for 2. That's Davis's third foul. Metter knocks in the first of 2. Second one's up and in for Shane Metter. It's now 39-33. Leads back up to what we started at, 6 points for the Aces. Braden Carey on the left wing. He's going to drive in. Somehow gets through. They're going to call a foul on I'm not sure who. They called that foul on Wade Keepis. Now Elias Knapp checking in for the Aces. Carey gets it out to Arbuckle for a quick 3 off the inbound. He puts that one in. This 39-36. We're back to a one-possession ball game here in Red Hill. Acree has it outside off to Owen Blake. Blake gets it out to Shane Metter. He steps back off to Elliot Acree. Metter back outside at the Salukis logo. Metter gets it off to Elliot Acree. He forced it down to Red Andrews. It's out of bounds. Going to go, should stay here with the Aces. Metter Throws it into Elliott Acree. Great play there for the Aces, and one Elliott Acree. Aces now back up to a 5-point lead, 41-36. Acree misses that free throw. Rebound down Abraham Clark. Carey gets it to Ozzie Ash. Ash is going to go take this one to the rim no matter what. He scores that one. Oh my goodness, Ozzie Ash can score the basketball. It is 41-38, and I think he has minimum of 28 points. As Acree tries to force one down to Elias Knapp, it's tipped away. Avery Arbuckle bringing up the floor. He's on the left side, dribbles around, gets it to Elijah Stitt. Stitt back over to Avery Arbuckle. He's going to drive in, throws it back out to Braden Carey for three. No good. Rebound down Abraham Clark. He's going to go up and somehow finishes that one. It is down to 1 point, 41-40. Aces are only in front by one after 1 point, being up by 13 over the Salukis. Acree hands it off to Knapp. Knapp gives it off to Metter. He drives in, goes around Arbuckle, puts it up. No good. Rebound back down Shane Metter. He tries to clear it back out. He gets it over to Owen Blake for a quick three. That's no good. Rebound down Abraham Clark. Arbuckle up to Ash. Ash looking to get this lead back for the Salukis. Gets it down to Abraham Clark. He spins, good, puts up the fadeaway. That's no good. Rebound down Shane Metter. There's going to be a full Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout for head coach Kyle Buss as we head into this one with the Tidd Phillips Jane Investment scoreboard that reads 41-40. Be back in a minute for the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I've always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
We're back here as the Tim Phillips Jane Investment scoreboard once again reads 41-40. Aces are in front by one. We're at 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this third quarter as Owen Blake gets it off to Red Andrews. Now it's Elliott Acree over on the left wing. Shane Metter has it up top. Metter gets it over to Blake on the right wing. Blake back up to Metter. Now over to Acree. Acree gets it down to Elias Knapp. Handoff back to Acree. He's going to drive in, but he is first fouled by Abraham Clark. It's going to be Ace's ball out of bounds. Once again, 41-40. 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in this third quarter as Metter drives in, goes up through contact, maybe fouled, no call, sets back up for a three after an Acree rebound. Elias Knapp grabs that board. He's once again fouled, but no call as Elijah Stitt hands it off to Ozzie Ash. He's on the left wing. Ash puts it between his legs, back out, hands it off to Carey. Now Clark. Clark to Stitt, now Arbuckle. Arbuckle drives in, pulls it back out, now hands it off to Abraham Clark. Out to Stitt, now Carey. Braden Carey drives in, he runs into Metter, and they're going to call a foul on Shane Metter. Salukis call play. I wonder who this play is going to be ran for. They throw try to force one out quickly to Ozzie Ash. As it's tipped out by Shane Metter. They're going to set back out. Salukis run Arbuckle across. They throw it back out to him at the mid-range. He gets it back into Braden Carey. Carey falls and travels. It's going to go back the way of the Aces. He just slipped there. There's no foul. As Shane Metter now brings it up the floor for the Aces. Hands it off to Acree, now over to Red Andrews. Red Andrews forces out to Shane Metter. He's now fouled by Braden Carey. Checking in now is Marcus Davis. He gets Abraham Clark. Metter gets it into Acree. He's now going to drive through traffic, goes up. He finally gets the foul call. Shane Metter is going to take a trip to the line after one of the most obvious fouls of the night. He puts up and in the first of two, now 42-40. Second of two is up. That one's off the back of the rim, but Red Andrews pulls down that board. He gets it out to Shane Metter, now over to Owen Blake. Now it's Red Andrew down low. He's going in on Ash, puts up the jump hook, no good. Rebound down Owen Blake. He's going to try to go back up. Never mind, hands it off to Elliot Acree. Through his legs, dives on the ball. Timeout, Kyle Buss. He's going to take what looks to be a 30. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Here we are back at Red Hill as the Tim Phillips and Jane Fessman scoreboard reads 42-40. Aces are in front by 2 after that Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout. Aces set up in a line, never mind set up in a box, or a stack play, I guess you could say, is they got Blake throwing the ball in. He gets it off to Metter. Metter goes up with the left hand. No foul call as he gets in a jump ball with Marcus Davis. It's going to go back the way of the Aces. Not a question, that was a jump ball. He grabbed the ball with both hands, and we have fans here a little frustrated with that one. Metter throws it down to Elias Knapp, goes right through his hands as Marcus Davis takes it all the way. He trips, and they're going to get a foul on Red Andrews. .42-40, they got Braden Carey throwing the ball in for the Salukis. Carey throws it into a cutting Marcus Davis. They're going to call foul on Elliot Acree as he's going to take a trip to the line for 2. Now the Aces' 5th team foul of the quarter. Starting to look like when Davis gets going, it really does get this whole squad going. It's not just Ozzie Ash. He needs a little bit of help as Davis misses the first of 2. As Davis puts that one up, that one's going to go out of bounds. Going to go stay here with the Salukis. Avery Arbuckle now set to throw it in for the Salukis. Arbuckle Ash just thrown into Braden Carey. That was taken away by Elliott Akery. It's now Metter pushing up the right side. He pulls it out. Now off to Elliott Akery. Akery drives in, stops, goes up through contact. No good. Rebound down, Elliott Akery. They call a foul on Elias Knapp now. That should be Elias's first, as it's now going to send Elijah Stitt to the line for 2. Stitt to put up the first of 2. That one's in and out, no good. We stay at 42-40 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here in this third quarter. Stitt knocks in the second of 2. It's now 41-42. Aces only in front by 1 as Elliott Akery throws it into Shane Metter. Now off to Elliott Akery. He's going to set something up for the Aces. Akery gets it off to Metter. Metter is fouled by Braden Carey. He's going to take a trip to the line now for 2 as they're in the bonus. That's Braden Carey's 4th foul. They try to bring Waddles in for him, and they mess up something sub-wise, and he's going to have to go back on the floor. Waddles back, and we'll figure something out. As Shane knocks in the first of 2. Metter puts in the second of 2, 44-41. Aces in front by 3. We're now to 2.5 minutes left in the third. It's Arbuckle down to Stitt. Aces in 2-3. Metter's going to get the steal. He's going to take it all the way. Goes up. Walters hits him. No call. Marcus Davis pushing in transition. Kicks it out to Arbuckle for 3. Misses that one. Rebound down, Elliott Akery. They're going to call a foul on Walters. Sorry, that is Brody Waddles. So I'm sorry, I just can't fathom the idea that his name is Waddles. That's one of the rare last names I've seen this year. Akery knocks in the first of 2. Misses the second. Brett Andrews almost grabs that as it falls the hand of Stitt. It's now Avery Arbuckle bringing up the floor. Arbuckle hands it off to Ozzie Ash. 2 minutes now, Waddles. Down to Marcus Davis. Elijah Stitt gets it over to Ash on the left wing. Ash gets it over to Marcus Davis. Davis has on the right side now to Elijah Stitt for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound down Waddles. It's Avery Arbuckle. Now out to Marcus Davis for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Oh, and Blake pulls down the board. Elliott Akery brings it up. Gets it off to Shane Metter. Metter's now going to take a trip to the line for 2. Waddles and Metter did kind of bump there. I wonder if that was just a frustration foul from Waddles. As Shane knocks in the first of 2. I wish I could give you guys a guess on how many he's got, but I forgot my scorebook at home and don't have any pencil or paper, and we're, just going to try to guess as Shane Metter knocks that one in. Wade Keepis now checks in for Shane Metter. This has got to be Shane's first rest in about 3 games. So Avery Arbuckle gets it over to Ozzie Ash. Now back up to Arbuckle. Now Elijah Stitt swings it over to Waddles. Arbuckle up top. Davis now to Ash. Ash puts up a quick 3. That one's short, no good. That one's hit out of bounds by the Aces. Going to go back the way of the Salukis. Waddles trying to throw it into Ash, can't get it to him. He just clears it out to Arbuckle. Arbuckle gets it off to Waddles, now back up to Arbuckle. Stitt now for 3. That one finally falls for him. It's 47-44. Aces are in front by 3. Wade Keepus bringing it up the floor, hands it off to Elias Knapp. Now over to Elliott Acree, back over to Owen Blake. Now it's Rhett Andrews, back over to Elias Knapp. Owen Blake on the right wing. Keepus, 30 seconds. Acree on the left wing. Acree back up to Rhett Andrews. Now over to Keepus. Owen Blake has it. Back over to Elias Knapp. Aces working it around for the last shot. Blake throws the skip to Wade Keepus. Salukis in 2-3. Keepus working it around, throws it to Owen Blake for the quarter for 3. That one's cash for Owen Blake. We go to the 4th quarter with a Tim Phillips and Jane Vestment scoreboard that reads 50-44. Aces in front by 6. We'll be back in a minute for the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4th foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
Here we are back for some 4th quarter action as the Tim Phillips and Jane Vestment scoreboard reads 50-44. The Aces are in front by 6. It's going to be Saluki ball coming out as the Aces have their starters on the floor. Salukis have their actual starters on the floor with Ash, Arbuckle, Davis, Waddles, and Stitt. Now Davis down low, hands off to Arbuckle, looks at 3, doesn't take it, drives all the way in, goes up with a fancy layup. It's now 50-46. We're underway in this 4th quarter. Shane Metter's going to bring it up the floor. Metter over to Acree. Acree force it down to Owen Blake. He goes up, misses that one as Marcus Davis pulls down the board. He's going to push it in transition, loses it. Hits it out to Elijah Stitt. Looks at 3, doesn't take it. Marcus Davis now on the left wing. He gets it out to Ozzie Ash. Ash crosses over, jump step, puts it up. That one's tipped as Shane Metter gets tackled by Waddles. Wade Keepus now, bringing the ball up the floor. Keepus off to Red Andrews, now Owen Blake. Back over to Wade Keepus. Keepus gets it to Shane Metter. He's going to drive in, gets the ball screen. Wade Keepus. Back to Shane Metter at the Salukis logo. Drives in, gets it out to Wade Keepus. Looks at 3, doesn't take it. We're still at 50-46, 6.5 minutes left here in this 4th quarter. Metter over to Wade Keepus. Keep us on the right wing, gets a cutting Rhett Andrews. He's going to go up and is fouled by Abraham Clark as Rhett Andrews takes a trip to the line for 2. It's the second team foul, and it's going to be Clark's 4th foul. Rhett Andrews knocks that one in. Second was up and in for Rhett Andrews. We're at 52-46. Aces are back in front by 6. 6.5 minutes left in the 4th. Arbuckle over to Clark. Now Stitt back to Arbuckle. He's going to get the wide open layup, puts it up and in. 52-48 as the Aces have their lead cut to 4. Metter over to Keepus. Keepus down to Acree. Acree hands it off to Metter. He drives in, tries to kick it out to Blake, does. Blake back out to Metter. Shane Metter takes it in on Elijah Stitt, goes up through contact, no good. Rebound down, Owen Blake out to Elliot Acree. Now Wade Keepus at the top of the key. Ace is going to reset it up. Is Shane Metter. Throws the skip to Wade Keepus. Keepus over to Shane Metter. Metter down to Elliot Acree. Acree gets it to Andrews on the cut. He goes up through contact. They call a charge on who? On Shane Metter for a illegal screen? That's Shane Metter's 4th foul. That's not good for the Aces as Avery Arbuckle brings it up. Now Clark over to Ash. Ash drives in, goes up with a tough jumper. That's no good. Rebound down, Rhett Andrews. Keepus gets the Saluki logo. Keepus crosses over, pulls it back out. Gets the ball screen from Elliot Acree. Now over to Shane Metter for 3. That's it for Shane Metter. 55-48. Aces now in front by 7 with a big 3 from Shane Metter. Arbuckle drives in, spins, gets it down to Marcus Davis. He goes up, rolls that one in. He's going to have an and 1 attempt to cut this lead to 4. That foul's on Elliot Acree as Braden Carey is going to check in now. Carey has 4 fouls. Marcus Scott, this is Shane Metter. Metter hands it off to Elliot Acree behind the timeline. He crosses it, gets it to a backdoor Shane Metter. He is fouled hard by Marcus Davis. It's going to be Davis's 4th foul. Never mind, that's the 5th foul on Abraham Clark. As Red Hill's going to take a full Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout. We'll be back in a minute for the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Get ready for Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic. Experience an evening of amazement and wonder as you dazzle in magic and illusions live with world-class magician Jason Hootie. With a show featuring grand illusions, comedic audience participation, incredible sleight of hand, and much more. Get your tickets now and prepare to be amazed with Jason Hootie, Mesmerizing Magic.
Here we are back as the Tim Phelps and Jade Vesta scoreboard reads 55-51. Aces in front by 4 as Shane Metter's going to take a trip to the free throw line for 2 quick ones here to extend this lead back out to 6 points. Metter puts up the first of 2. That's in. 56-51. Aces back in front by 5. Metter knocks in that one. 57-51. Aces are in front by 6. Arbuckle brings it up. Aces in a 2-3 zone, hands it off to Ash. Ash over to Arbuckle, now to Scott. It's Carey on the right wing. He gets it to Arbuckle in the corner. We're to 4.5 minutes. Arbuckle up to Ozzie Ash. Ash over to number 3. That is as Marcus Davis drives in. He goes up over Red Andrews, finishes that one. Tough take there for Marcus Davis. His number 3 once again is Crutchfield. Wade Keepus on the left side. Double ball screen from Red Andrews and Owen Blake. They now throw it out to Owen Blake. He tries to spin, gets it out to Wade Keepus. 57-53 once again. We're under 4 minutes. Metter outside over to Elliott Acree. Acree over to Keepus. Keepus drives in on Carey, goes up, throws up the left. He's fouled. He's going to take a trip to the line for 2. Wade Keepus now to the line. As Carey fouls out. Elijah Stitt comes in for him. That's the end of Braden Carey's night. Salukis, I think, have had 3 players foul out now. Keepus knocks in the first. It's 58-53. Aces once again back in front by 5. Keepus knocks in the second, 59-53, as Avery Arbuckle now brings the ball to the floor. Arbuckle over to Scott. Scott down to Arbuckle, kicks out to Stitt. Stitt to Ash. Ash at the top of the key, now back to Arbuckle on the right side. Stitt in the corner, tries to force it down to Arbuckle. It's stolen away by Keepus. We're under 3.5 minutes as Wade Keepus now push the ball up the floor. Keepus throws it to a cutting Blake. He goes up. He's blocked by Crutchfield. Goes up again. Gets that one to go. It's now 61-53. Aces have their biggest lead of the fourth quarter of 8 points. Ash to Crutchfield. Crutchfield gets it up to Arbuckle. Now Davis out top. Davis gets it up, tries to get it over to Crutchfield. Out of bounds. Going to go back the way of the Aces. We're under 3 minutes. Wade Keepus hands it to Shane Metter. Metter's going to bring it up the floor. Aces looking to milk some clock on this possession. Andrews over to Blake, now to Metter on the right wing. Right? Metter to a cutting Red Andrews. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2. Red Andrews now to the line. First one's up and good for Red Andrews. Crutchfield now take a trip to the bench as he has Waddles in for him. Second one's no good. Rebound down Marcus Davis. It's a 9-point lead as Ash has on the left side. He drives in, spins, gets it down to Davis. Davis throws it over. Metter steals that one. Shane Metter has it. He's almost gets that one stolen from behind. Now it's Owen Blake. He's going to take it all the way, puts up the finger roll. It is now 64-53. Aces back up by 11. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Marcus Davis to Arbuckle. He puts up the floater and in 64-55. It's only 9 points now. Metter gets it into Blake. Back to Shane Metter. Shane crosses the timeline now, hands it off to Red Andrews, back up to Blake. Blake to Metter on the right wing, over to Keepus, down to Acree. Acree to Red Andrews, back to Keepus. Ace is going to try to work some clock as it's Metter out top. We're down to a minute 40 left in this fourth quarter. Metter gets it to Owen Blake. He puts it up and in and finishes 66-55. Aces back up by 11, their first double-digit lead of this second half. Waddles over to Arbuckle. We're under 90 seconds as it's Ash in the corner. Looks at a three, doesn't take it, drives baseline, spins out, hits it down to Marcus Davis. He's fouled by Wade Keepus. I think that's Wade Keepus' fourth or fifth. It's his fourth foul of tonight's contest. As Elijah Stitt takes a trip to the bench, and we get freshly checked in number 15. We'll go get a number on him, or a name on him. That's Levi McCullough. As the first one rolls in for Marcus Davis. Better has it. He's fouled by Marcus Davis. I think that's his fifth. Minimum is fourth. As he's, yeah, it's Marcus Davis's fourth foul. Shane Better taking a trip to the line for two. First one's up and in for Shane Better. It's now 67-58. Aces in front by 9. Knocks that one in. Aces back up by double digits, 68-58 as it's Avery Arbuckle bringing it up. Gets over to Marcus Davis. Now Elijah Stitt in the corner for three. That one's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound down Shane Metter. We're to a minute, 8 seconds as Shane Metter gets that one. He is fouled by Avery Arbuckle. That's his third foul. Better knocks that one in. It is now 69-58. Aces are in front by 11 once again, trying to get their biggest lead since the third quarter of 12. Or sorry, since the second quarter of 12. Better knocks that one in. Avery Arbuckle brings it up. Marcus Davis drives in, goes up, tough layup for him. It's 70-60. As Owen Blake now to inbound it for the Aces. Gets it over to Shane Metter. Metter bringing it up the floor. Gets a trap set at him. Now down to Owen Blake. Now to Shane Metter. Metter over on the left wing. 38 seconds. He's being hounded by Arbuckle. He finally gets fouled. That's Arbuckle's fourth. Better puts that one up and in. It's now 71-60. As Bowser, Freeland, Alke, Belt, and Vance Taylor all come in for the Aces. They cleared their benches. That's a game here tonight in Red Hill. Aces look to win it by close to 11. First one's up and in for Shane Metter. Or sorry, second one. 72-60. Aces in front by 12. Aces in front by 12. As this McCullough down to the corner for three. That's off the side of the backboard, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. 72-62. It's now only a 10-point lead for the Aces as Dean Belt's going to bring it across. Try to hold this one out to end it here in Red Hill. Belt over to Alke. Now down to Bowser. Never mind, Alke still has it. He's going to hold this one. Finish it out. Now it's Belt. Aces win this one by double figures at Red Hill, 72-62 with a big win over Red Hill. Catch us again as they take on Robinson at home Monday night. We're not going to have a coach's postgame show as there's some sickness going around. Didn't get to do the regional game last night. Powered through today, and I think we'll probably just have to call this one a stream and a broadcast on News Channel 15 and on WSJD. So thank you all for tuning in and joining us tonight. Good win here for the Aces, 72-62 once again over Red Hill Salukis. Thank you all for joining in. I was Max Gerlach. Thank you everybody for producing this broadcast. See you again Monday.